Hi everyone, I am Mark from DMARCtrust.com. Over the next minute, I want to demystify one specific thing, how DMARC actually lives inside DNS. Most articles explain what DMARC does, but they skip the part that matters when you open your domain DNS panel. Where does this record go? What does it look like? And what is it really saying? We will be using example.com like it was your own domain name. Feel free to swap the name. Let's start with why this matters at all. Email was invented in the 70s and the protocol has no built-in identity check. That means that anyone, anywhere, can send a message with your address in the from line, and mailbox provider have no way of knowing that it wasn't you. Without DMARC, a stranger can write to your customer from you at example.com, and most inbox will deliver it. That is the problem DMARC solves. To solve that problem, the email world landed on three protocols that work together. SPF is a guest list. It says which servers are allowed to send mail for your domain. DKIM is a wax seal. The sending server signs each message, so receiver can verify nothing was tampered with. And DMARC is a rulebook on top. It tells receiver what to do when SPF or DKIM fails. And it asks them to send you reports about what they saw. Today, we'll focus on DMARC, but just know that it built on those two because you're going to hear about them a lot. Okay, so where does DMARC live? It lives in DNS, the domain name system. And DNS is a fun book. You type example.com and your computer asks DNS a question and DNS gives back an answer. Different record type answer different question. A record unbacks an IP address. For example, the IP address of your web host. MX record point at your mail server. Here is what the zone file actually looks like. Every line is one answer. The name is on the left, the type of the record on the middle, and the value on the right. You can see the A record, the MX record, a SPF record, a DKIM record, and highlighted at the bottom, the DMARC record. Notice the name underscore dmarc.example.com. The underscore is very important. That underscore prefix is a convention. It reserves the name for protocol use, so it does not collide with a real subdomain. Let's zoom in on the DMARC record itself. Three things to remember. The name is always underscore dmarc.yourdomain. .example.com. Type is always text, and the value is a semicolon separated list of tags. That's really the whole thing. If you never published a DMARC record before, this is the shape that you're looking for in your DNS panel. Now, let's read the value, tag by tag. V equals DMARC1, just declare this is a DMARC record. P equal is a policy. None, quarantine, or reject. We will come back to it. RUA is where the daily reports go. PCT lets you roll out gradually. If you only memorize three tags, memorize VP and RUA. This is what you're going to need for a real DMARC enforcement. So, here is what actually happened. The instant a Gmail server receives a message claiming to be from you. It could be yours, it could be one from a scammer. Step 1, your sender delivers a message. Step 2, Gmail queries DNS for underscore dmarc.example.com, reads your policy, and also check SPF and DKIM. Step 3, Gmail decides deliver, quarantine, or reject, based on whether those checks passed and what your policy told them to do. And then, quietly, at the end of the day, Gmail package up everything it saw and email a report back to your RUA address. That feedback loop is the magic of DMARC. Every mailbox provider, Gmail, Microsoft, Yahoo, and others mail you a daily XML report listing every server that tried to send as you and whether it passed. That's how you discover the marketing tool sales onboarded without telling you, or the phishing campaign pretending to be your support address. The raw XML is dense and frankly unreadable, so nobody reads it by hand. A parser like ours turns it into a dashboard. Back to the policy. P equals takes 3 values, and they are a ladder. None means just watch, deliver everything, keep sending me the report. You start here for a few weeks to discover every legitimate sender you have. Quarantine means send failing mail to spam. Reject means bounce it at the door. The goal is reject, but that's full spoofing protection. And you do want to have mapped your shadow IT and maybe tools that you're not aware of, but that your team is using. But you climb the ladder, you don't jump. None, then quarantine, then reject. I'm going to share 4 mistakes that we see constantly with our customer. 1, people publish a record at example.com instead of _DMARC.example.com. And receiver will never find it. Second, team gets stuck at P equal none forever, which is basically no protection. 3, they forget the RUA tag, so they have no visibility into what is really happening. And 4, they publish 2 DMARC records at the same time at the same name. DNS allows it, but DMARC does not, and receiver just throw up their hands. All 4 are fixable in minutes, and you can use our domain checker, and you can see the link below. And that's how DMARC lives in your DNS. One text record at a special name carrying a handful of tags. If reading XML all day does not sound appealing, that's what DMARC Trust does. You paste our reporting address into your DNS, and we will turn the flood of reports into a clear dashboard. One domain is free forever. Setup takes around 5 minutes, and we're here and happy to support you. You can follow us here on LinkedIn at dmarctrust.com or at dmarctrust.com on Twitter. Well, thank you. Have a good day.